Jamaica, we're in a trouble, you know. Have you seen the Holness UN speech? No, Holness is unable to criticize Israel's activity in Gaza. Holness is unable to call those activity a genocide. Unlike me and Matley, unlike every other leader that spoke at that conference, Holness is the only leader, is the only prime minister that says he condemns the activity against Israel. And Holness did not speak about any sympathy, any empathy for the children in Gaza. Holness did not extend any form of solidarity to the children suffering in Gaza.
When your belly a ground, and the comrade them a say, Mark Golding and the Prime Minister, them not just pluck it out of thin air, and something we discuss. Mark Golding not accept the defeat. He's not accepting it. This is a message to his base. This is a straight message to the comrades that we are not accepting defeat.
Welcome to BC Entertainment.
Nekeisha Burchell, you are the person that I want to have a conversation with. Now, someone sent a little clip to me of a video that you have going around as it relates to former Member of Parliament for St. James Southern, Homer Davis, acting, you state, as if he still has authority within the constituency. And you want to make it very clear that you are the elected Member of Parliament. One of the things that I want to remind you of is that 6,284 electoral voters also rejected you within that same constituency. Additionally, Homer Davis is still the JLP Member of Parliament caretaker for that constituency, and Homer Davis, within his capacity as caretaker, can move around within the constituency, interact with the residents and the citizens of the constituency freely. Now, I seriously want to address this.
You see, the defeated former MP has been presenting himself as though he still holds authority, even in his own words and on his social media platform.
So let me ask you something, Nekeisha Burchell. There was no issue when yourself and Dr. Andre Horton of St. James West Central were both out parading with projects for both constituencies that Homer Davis and Ballow Fort were Member of Parliament, and you did not add them to these projects. There wasn't a problem with that. Also, I want you to clarify for me, Nekeisha Burchell, when yourself and the mayor and the councillor, was in that same constituency of St. James Southern doing this additional project, if it wasn't a problem, because I'm not seeing any mention of you stating that Homer Davis was contacted to be told of the project that was being done. It's okay for you to do it to Homer Davis. No consultation, no involvement. But it's not okay for Homer Davis to show appreciation to the 6,284 electoral voters that voted for him, in addition to the wider community at large, that can freely speak to Homer Davis if they wish. You make mention in one of your videos of Homer Davis, his reign as councillor, then his reign as mayor, and now Member of Parliament. But you have not made any reference to the almost 30 years that the People's National Party has that very same constituency and the lack of development that we are seeing within that constituency. And it seems as if, in my opinion, that I'm entitled to, that Homer Davis should do in one term what the PMP did not do in 5. Again, if it is that your stance is for the Member of Parliament caretaker to not parade within the constituency, then it should also be your stance that the People's National Party Member of Parliament caretakers for the 35 seats that the Jamaica Labour Party won, they should vacate and pack their bags and not parade until it is that we have the next general election in 2030. Again, as the Jamaica Labour Party Member of Parliament caretaker for St. James Southern, Homer Davis can interact, make himself visible and known to the constituents, and from whatever he has that he can help constituents who reach out to him, he's free to do that. And he's also free to hold a constituency office within the constituency as well.
This video is about the video that Nekeisha Burchell uploaded recently, basically explaining what's happening in their constituency as it relates to the former MP. I'm seeing other videos going out there basically stating the narrative that they want to paint about Nekeisha's video. So I made some notes as to what I thought was important details that she mentioned in her video. She started off basically by being proud to represent the constituency, basically thanking the people of her constituency for electing her, etc. She went ahead and she's saying the previous MP, he's still acting as though he has authority over the constituency, which he do not, based on his social media posts and instructions he's given out there, etc. She's reminding folks he's not. He doesn't have any authority to do any of that. She said also he's still attaching himself to government projects, which again, he has no authority to do so. So she's putting that message out there. She make mention him having a hard time to accepting defeat. She also mentioned that he already committed funds allocated for this fiscal year. They were given $20 million. He used most of that funds already. So basically, they have little left for urgent needs. She went ahead to say he has no lawful representation to run the constituency, basically. There's nothing lawful about what he's doing. So again, she was talking about him not having the authority, and she's talking about the legal basis. Never once did I hear Nekeisha said, oh, you can't come and say hello to the people if you want to help using personal funds. I never heard her said she can't do that. She's saying, stop acting as though you are commander-in-chief, basically. She said the people made their choices and they elected her. I didn't hear her said the 6,000 something people that voted for you, they need you. She runs things now. And she's doing it for the people. There's no because you vote for me, I'm going to help you. She also mentioned and made reference to an instance where the JLP renamed a highway that was built by the PNP, which is now the Edward Seagas Highway. She was just making reference to similar instances where the JLP... Anyways, she mentioned you need to know how to respect democracy. I don't see a problem with her saying that. You have to respect the democracy. Whether you like it or not, you're a politician, you're a previous MP, you have to respect the democracy. You swore on that. She said he's free to live as he chooses. Whether it's by taking a vacation, whether it's by retiring, she used the word free to live as you chooses. Take it how you want to take it. That's what I heard her say. She also put word out there to agencies or anywhere. Do not take any instructions from him. I don't see any problem with her saying that. If you need any information, if you need any instructions, reach out to her office. He doesn't have an office for you to reach out to, so you reach out to her. Why is that an issue? Why is her message, the message she put out there, an issue to the JLP? Why is it such a big issue? I don't see her doing anything wrong. Same as how they can say the PNP them for accept defeat 1 p.m. Ray. Why can't she say the same thing? Is it because it's on the other side? This is bigger than parties, guys. It's about Jamaica and Jamaicans. It's no longer JLP versus PNP. That done from September 3rd. It's now the people, for the people. So the message she put out there, I don't see any issue with it. I don't see why there's any issue with it or why people painting other narrative as if she's saying, well, they're saying she's saying he can't go out there and be a caretaker because people voted for him and they're expecting him to do this. She's basically saying he does not have the authority. He cannot attach himself to government project. He no longer represents the government for that constituency. She does. Why is that an issue? That's just common fucking sense. Why y'all painting this lady, like, why you trying to paint a bad picture for her? Nekeisha Burchell, big up yourself, good body. Everybody I'm mad the people. Them. Congratulations, young lady. Congrats. Do what you do. Go out there, make your party look good, make your people look good, and don't just make promises.
Some people who have this man, one of Andrew Holness' biggest supporter them, and this man has said the PNP them still give themselves trouble. Now, Mark Golding can't name his shadow minister them. My viewers, me gonna make hear everything with this man. Obviously, also have Mr. Vegas to my people. So I jump right into it when I go talk too long. Pretty this.
PNP, you are going now. You know, give yourself trouble. But a rascal out in a camp in a little more. They can watch on a Mark Golding can't name him shadow minister them, you know. No. Hey. You know, so you deal with Eddie Siaga. You know, so you deal with Anjo. You know, so you deal with Bruce Golding. Mark Golding can't name him shadow minister. No. Because watch on this Julian Robinson. And him are the shadow minister of finance, you know. But one lion coming at the camp now. He was Satan. He was boy they Peter Bunty. We are one prostitute rob him look a rascal. He want to take with the finance, the shadow minister of finance from Julian Robinson. One bangarang over that blood clot right now. Yes. And Damian Crawford want the leadership now. He want to kick with Mark Golding. Hey, Mark Golding, go back to England now, man. He's a rascal in port, you know, white boy, not a Jamaican, you know. Go back over there, man. Yes. Hey, TikTok, you are going. You see more time tuning on the app. I see some little Lego bees and some little careless people who are fighting against Jamaica. I don't know why them don't go up on a boat or go up on a plane and leave Jamaica alone. Kind of make no sense to live at Jamaica, you fight against Jamaica. Because if you wish bad for Jamaica, you know, you have to face it, you know. And if you wish good for Jamaica, you see the goodness in the country. So if you wish bad for the country, you have to live in the fucking bad. So in the country, you wish bad for the country. You them around with a bogus allegation right now, trying to mislead the people. But the government thief up $700 million. $700 million. What a wicked little cross clad them like that, Papa. And that them do all the while, you know. Paint the leader them with some dirty paint and tell lie. The amount of lie with them tell for Andrew Wallace still with them. You understand too all? Yes, we still whip you now. Andrew Wallace, the Prime Minister of Jamaica, said this, so who don't like it? Just go up on a boat and leave Jamaica alone. You don't understand? Eh? What want to talk about right now? The problem we're facing at the PNP camp now. Because the amount of power struggle thing I go on, because Peter Bunting want the Prime Minister, want the leader of the party over there, and Damon Crawford wanted. Yeah, Miguel Philip wanted. One of them wanted, but him don't win him safe. When we come out Neil, we actually had the dash water for them blood clot and send him home. I've got all broke come from Rasclat, Westmoreland, come here now. Check say we actually had like poopy, you know. Look at all broke. We not play with all broke. You see we dash water for him and run him back at Westmoreland. And the woman them dash piss for him. You understand me? TikTok. The country on a good hands. And the Prime Minister work with the best interests of all Jamaicans. We not talk about no PNP and no GLP now. We are saying Jamaica. We are continuing to build the country where we love. Jamaica surrounded our land, beautiful, water, river, people. We have the food, we have the culture, we have the music. Hey, you know, so the girl them sweet. And if I'm born again, I ask God to give me 2 more wood for my body jar so I can take on 3 women, 1 rascal at a time. Jamaican beautiful. We not talk about some little batty boy and batty girl on the PNP camp, you know. Them full up of them J. Brian, Andre, Cartel, and couple of them over there. We love, we call ourselves pussy bully. We love pum pum. You understand me? Natural. Jamaica, we are content with the country. And anybody who don't appreciate and love Andrew Wallace at the Prime Minister, just take her head as in a mama and not come back out. Even broken the fucking head. Andrew, the Prime Minister said me, and I understand pussy wall? Yes. Big up to over Hamilton, Mama D, 5-star and 2-star General, South Chilani and Northern Chilani. Big up all here right across the country. Big up the hard-working Prime Minister of Jamaica ever say. The most honorable Dr. Andrew Michael Wallace, Prime Minister of our country and leader of the great Jamaica Labour Party. Them are tired of seeing face, Papa. Them can't get him out of the race. Damien Crawford, you have the top.
You know, even though a birthday, we have to talk up the things. Mark Jefferson Golden is the Prime Minister for the Comrades. Mark Jefferson Golden put out his ministers, his shadow ministers today for his government. At 2 government we have in Jamaica, you know. Mark Golden's government and the Jamaica Labour Party. Because the people that when Mark Golden say are shadow ministers, are shadow representatives. Them not shadow nobody. Enough of them when choose not shadow nobody. Who them are shadow? Mark Golden is carrying out the wish of the blood and fire comrades. Say them not lose the election and Mark Golden a feed them Prime Minister. So when you hear them out here say Mark Golden and them Prime Minister, when you hear belly a ground, yeah? When you hear belly a ground, me say she come back Jamaica, come sell pum pum, but this is that comrade, this is that. When you hear belly a ground, and the comrade them a say, Mark Golden and them Prime Minister, them not just pluck it out of thin air, and something we discuss. At 2 government we have in Jamaica right now around the place. 2 government. Yeah? So now you know say it's not shadow ministers, yeah, looking at what the ministers, them Andrew Holness elected or selected, and ensuring that them carry out their mandates and them duties in a lawful way. That is not what is happening. Everybody depend on one. Mark Golding a run theme thing, and Andrew Holness a go run theme thing. So we have a divided country. We have a divided country right now, people. Mark Golding not accept the defeat. He's not accepting it. This is a message to his base. This is a straight message to the comrades that we are not accepting defeat. That's why you see the man there from Andrew Holness constituency. I run and say him win the election. And that's why you see him run and say him win the seat. You know? All of this what them do have to show to them base, the comrade base, say Andrew Holness is not legitimately in power. That's how I go on. Mark Golding is going against the wish of the Jamaican people. Me telling a long time so that man here, jealous of Andrew Holness, bad mind Andrew Holness, believes that him entitled and he's supposed to run this country. Believes that him are the man team ancestors them. Yeah? Set the thing for him come run it. Remember that? So open up on the eyes and you see the Jamaica Labour Party now go tell you something, you know. The representatives them. You better strengthen on social media presence. You better find the best of the best, the real people them, and start to strengthen them to put forward content, truthful content, cogent information that the people must have or get. Because this cycle is not no joke thing. PMP farm them own government. So you know, so them are going to get leak from every aspect of society. You know, see how early the Gleaner start. The Gleaner already have put out things on fair retrack it. The Gleaner already start. People like Michelle Ladanda, we never seen in politics yet. She reach over politics now because the Barbie doll from down at Womer Davis, previous seat. Yeah? Come like she draw them in. Because them love the dolly body them, you know. Yeah, man. A different something more to go on. Yeah, so there you have it. Yeah? Bless upon the birthday greetings, but I had to come share this with you know. Mark Golding formed his own government. So they are actually one side of Jamaica as government and the Jamaica Labour Party, one side of Jamaica as government. What will we do about it? What can we do about it?
Jamaica, we're in trouble, you know. This don't look good, you know. Jamaica, we're in trouble. This don't look good at all. Now, have you seen the Andrew Holness UN speech? Have you seen that? If you haven't seen the Andrew Holness UN speech, every citizen of Jamaica, foreign and abroad, I need to go take a look on the Andrew Holness UN speech. United Nations speech, you know. Them used to call it the League of Nations. Now it is the United Nations speech. I want you to go watch the Andrew Holness United Nations speech. And let me be clear, this is me exercising my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion. So everything that I'm going to say is alleged. Exercising my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion. As I continue to exercise my freedom of speech, my freedom of thought, and my right to my opinion, so whenever a leader of any particular country is unable to criticize Israel, 100% of the time, it means that they are being funded by Israel. Now, every other leader in that UN conference condemned Israel's, activity in Palestine and caused it a genocide against Palestine. Every other leader, I'm going to play Mia Matley's speech shortly, and you compare the two. Every other leader that speak at that conference condemn Israel's activity in Gaza against Palestine and call it a genocide. Andrew Holness, however, say him condemn the attack against Israel, the October 7, 2023 attack against Israel. And that attack against Israel is being investigated by the International Criminal Court. Mr. Bibi Netanyahu has been investigated by the International Criminal Court for corruption and for war and crimes against humanity. Now, Andrew Holness is unable to criticize Israel's activity in Gaza. Andrew Holness is unable to call those activities a genocide. Unlike me and Matley, unlike every other leader that spoke at that conference, Andrew Holness is the only leader, is the only prime minister that says he condemns the activity against Israel. And Andrew Holness did not speak about any sympathy, any empathy for the children in Gaza. Andrew Holness did not extend any form of solidarity to the children suffering in Gaza because of the action against Israel. And yes, we need every hostage to be released, and we need a ceasefire. But what is going on currently, as we speak right now, you know, heard me and Matley spoke, and I wanted to use the spiritual eyes and your spiritual ears and analyze, you know. Pray to the Heavenly Father, mighty Yahweh, mighty Jehovah, mighty Jesus Christ, mighty Yahshua HaMashiach. Pray to him for interpretation. This is my takeaway from what I just saw and what I've just shown. My takeaway is that our government, Andrew Holness, is allegedly bought and paid for by Israel. Our government, Andrew Holness, is allegedly being funded by Israel. That is my opinion. And as I exercise freedom of speech, freedom of thought, and I write my opinion, I hope I'm not criminalized, sabotaged, or even executed. This is my opinion. And I have a right to my opinion as a living, breathing human who have a soul. I have a right to my opinion and thoughts. Our government is being funded. Which points to note that what this is telling me is that we didn't even have an election the other day. We had a show election. Because there is no way there could be so many cases of election fraud and the opposition party concede so quickly. This tells me that Mark Golding is even a part of this. Mark Golding is a show opposition. He's not a true opposition. This tells me that Andrew Holness will never lose back another election in Jamaica, whether he loses by number or not. Because the powers that be want him there. We're in a trouble in Jamaica. We're in a serious trouble, you know. This is not about PMP or JLP, you know. This is about Jamaican and Jamaican future, and about our sovereignty and about the welfare of our people and our children. If my assumptions, my alleged assumptions are true, we're in a trouble. We're in a deep trouble. You know, I feel like Andrew Holness should be saying what me and Matley saying. She even made reference to Bob Marley. Yeah, like, tell me if I'm wrong, people. Me don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong. Like, this is a situation where I want to be wrong. I want to be wrong about this. Please, like somebody, maybe I am demanding too much from my leader. Maybe then again I'm saying, maybe if he criticize Israel, he may put his country in danger. But why is me and Matley allowed to call the activity against Gaza a genocide, and our leader can barely, he must use some adjective, you know, some political adjectives to toy around the term. You know, he must use some adjectives. When say the counter effect of the counter terrorist attack, the counter humanitarian attack against Israel, which is leading to whatever. That is a whole bunch of nothing. That is a whole bunch of nothing. All he's saying is that he stands with Israel. So Jamaica stand with Israel. Jamaica, our country, stand with Israel. And I mean, nothing is wrong if Jamaica stand with Israel. But I think the people of Jamaica need to know that our government is being funded by Israel. I think there should be some form of transparency to show the relationship and the connection with our country, or with our government and Israel. Then again, you know, and them kill me like Charlie Kirk, so I'm not happy nice. This is the last thing I'm going to say. But I just want to see a round of applause for black woman. Like a round of applause for black woman. You know what I've observed in this era, in this time, is that black woman have more balls than black man. Black women around the world, the Candice Owens, the Mia Matley, you name them. black woman have more balls than black man in this era. Black man is afraid to stand up and speak the truth. He actually take a woman. He actually, brother, if God is not a woman, I don't know, me I tell you. Like, me just want to say a round of applause for a black woman. And I just want to say big up to every black woman. Because, you know, we get, like, them get the brute end where people actually deny what is a woman and what does it mean to be a woman, and a man feel like he can go do a surgery and actually become a woman and don't understand the biological pain, you know, the suffering it takes to actually be a woman, a true woman. Because look at this woman standing up before the world and speaking the truth, irregardless of the consequences. She's standing and speaking the truth. And some bitty boy after a tiptoe around a genocide, some bitty boy where nana balls after use some pretty words to cover themselves. Like, sometimes I wonder, and me I say to myself, say, yo, no wonder why them say so much paternity fraud in a Jamaica and around the world. Because, like, most of these men are actually women, you know, and them not realizing it. Most of these men are like, them have a, but them not have no backbone. You see me? Them can't turn up and stand up for what's right and say, listen to me, if a life or death, me no business, me I turn up for what's right and me I talk the truth. I'm not afraid, I'm not gonna take away money, I'm not gonna take away life. Brother, life is a death sentence. Well, we have to dead. Life is a death sentence. You have to stand up for what's right. You stand up for, you stand for something or you fall for anything, my friend. And the only people I see stand for something right now, a black woman, I stand up. Like, black men are so afraid and so cowardice. They actually take nanny of the maroons for left for years. Say, what? What you say them a do? Them a enslave my people and talk about Jesus come protect them guys and carry them guys foreign land and go enslave them. You are going. We're going to pretend like we are going. We are going to free with people. And then they come here and fight war and free people. A black woman. Since the beginning of time have more balls than black man. Why? Only a few black men can stand up. Stand up for what's right. The rest of them are coward. I kill off them when I need and I talk about them a gangster. And who forget the flame? Nah, get the flame, brother. I be innocent people, me see. Big up to black woman. Big up to black woman. Enough respect and enough love. You see me? Like, we as black men, like, sometimes we are so irresponsible. Like, we have no attention to detail. Like, we don't follow through with nothing. You see me? We don't want to know the nuances and the details that even come with having a family. You want to have sex with a woman, you don't care if she eat, you don't care if she have clothes, if she have sanitary soap, if she have sanitary napkin, all of the needs or her needs. You're not trying to help her to meet. But you expect her to go above and beyond for you. And then now, when you say pick in a fear, you want to kill her. Brother, you never want a man. You're irresponsible, brother. You're irresponsible. I mean, I justify a woman action. But somehow we're irresponsible, brother. And when we hear so we get jacket. Brother, if you have sex with a woman one time, you don't try to help her in know I mean in her responsibility. You don't try to make sure it's emotionally, mentally, financially, you see me? Financially she's okay. You see me? You know follow through, you know keep your word. You just want to go put your name on paper and say your father. You don't take no responsibility. But yet still when you hear son of your you want to kill. No, it is about responsibility. And this is why even Jamaica is a jacket. The country of Jamaica is even a jacket. Because they might tell us that Jamaica independent, but yet still we have a governor general we have to approve every governmental decision. Where our prime minister, every government member make him have to approve it. I mean, it's a direct representation of our colonial masters. A direct representation of the crown. Governor general have to approve and make sure we say everything go according to the crown will for our country. But yet still we are independent. The JDF belongs to the crown. Every activity, every mission with the JDF have to go through. The crown have to approve it first. And we independent. Boy, I mean I know. Big up to black woman still.